Morning, y'all. July 14th. Markets are open and the oil story is the biggest happening right now. So let me give you the morning update, and then I want to tell you about something I put together this week that I think is going to help you a lot. Okay. So here is where oil is this morning. It's trading right now between 83 and 86 a barrel. And just so you know, when you hear people say words like Brent or WTI, those are just two different types, the way the world prices oil, and depending on where it comes from. So think of them like two different grades at the gas pump. They're both up really big this morning. This is day 3 of the U.S. strikes on Iran. U.S. military hit Iranian targets overnight, specifically to degrade Iran's ability to attack ships in the Strait of Hormuz. Now, that narrow waterway, that tiny little strait, where roughly 20% of the world's oil flows through every single day, is what we're talking about. Iran responded this morning by striking 2 UAE supertankers in the strait. It killed a sailor, injured 8 others, and then Trump announced something nobody saw coming. He's going to charge a 20% toll on all cargo shipped through the Strait of Hormuz. Now, think about it like this. On a full supertanker that works out to roughly $30 million per crossing, Trump essentially put a toll booth in the middle of one of the most important shipping lanes on earth. And the traffic in that strait has ground to almost nothing, like halt. Before this conflict, roughly 130 ships went through there daily. Last week, it dropped to 6 in one 12-hour window. That's a lot, people. That's a lot of shit not getting moved. All right, now here's what this means for you right now. And this is where sector rotation comes in. So let me explain that real quick. Sector rotation just means that when something big happens in the world, like a war or a spike in oil prices, all stuff we're seeing right now, investors start pulling money out of certain parts of the market and moving it into other parts. Think of it like a water balloon, right? You squeeze one end and then the other end gets bigger. And right now, money is squeezing out of tech stocks and flowing into energy stocks. Now, the S&P fell near 1% yesterday, Nasdaq down 1.5%, but energy stocks went up. Oil and gas names were the one green sector in a sea of red yesterday. Now, that is sector rotation, period, plain and simple. All happening in real time, happening right now in this market. Now, that brings me to something I put together this week. I mentioned it on my last video, but I want to put it out there for those who are seeing this for the first time. A lot of questions about what sector rotation is, so I wrote a really simple sector rotation guide. Plain English, no fluff. It explains exactly how what's happening right now, how it all works, which sectors when, in which environments, and how to position yourself when the market shifts right under your feet like it's doing right now. The link is below in the comments or in the bio, depending on where you're watching me. It's free. Go get it. And let's see how today's market plays out. Okay, so let's move on. ExxonMobil. Talked about it recently. All right, the ticker is XOM. Now, I put this one on my buy list earlier last week, around 140 bucks. It's trading at 144 right now, already moving in the direction that we selected, right? Going up. Now, here are the 2 numbers you need to know if you are watching Exxon with me or already in it. Support is going to be 136. That's where we think it's going to bottom out. If Exxon pulls back and holds 136, that's a healthy dip. And that means the trade's still intact. Now, if it continues to move higher from where we are right now, the first resistance, the first ceiling is going to be around 150 bucks. Now, that is the total ceiling, watching for the next leg higher. If it clears 150 and holds, analysts have price targets clustered between 155 and 157 as the next big resistance zone. Earnings are on July 31st, so Exxon, put that on your calendar, and that's going to be the next big catalyst for that stock. Watch energy today. Watch the open. Go grab the sector rotation guide. The link is, like I said, somewhere below. And I hope you guys are having a great day. And I'm Jeanette. And remember, trade thirsty, my friends.